So I think for me, one of the things I remember is, since we're on that kind of subject,
Mhm.
is how to argue
Mm.
or how to disagree.
Mhm.
Because during that first year, they were yelling matches, and so I'm an only child growing up in the hood, and so we debated and argued about everything. Me and my partners, like it was always, man, you blah 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 blah. Now here's the thing: when I get to my family reunions on my dad's side, it's the same thing. And we yell to get our point across, and so it's who yells the loudest. But like there's
Mm.
nothing else to that. But that's not how my wife. So
So you
we're
know what? We
we're
would go
yelling.
back and forth, or I was shut down.
So then that's the good part.
Mm.
So for her, when we disagreed, my idea was, now let's talk about it right now. She's like, I don't want to talk right now. No, we need to talk right now because I believe I want to get this over with so we can move on, or I
Mhm.
want to get this over with. We need to talk
So you
now.
can
Ain't
win.
no waiting till tomorrow because now we got the problem right now. But she's like, I don't want to talk right now. Can I? And so for me, our first year, I used to try to make her have this conversation
Mm.
with me
Right now.
right now because the problem is right now. So we're gonna deal with it right now. And I didn't have time,
Text
text
and
and
tone.
tone. I didn't
Mhm.
like. I don't know that. Again,
Yeah.
remember, we didn't have any counseling.
Yeah.
We didn't have a. We didn't have any marriage coaches or anything like
We
that.
didn't even
Like,
have a point of reference other than, and even
but
if
but
we
but
did,
but here's the thing. I never saw my. Cause I don't know where I got it from. I've never seen my dad and my mom. Maybe that's a part of the thing too.
mhm,
I never seen them disagree.
yeah,
So I don't know how married couples supposed to agree or disagree. Like I don't.
yeah,
So some people would say children should never see it. I think they should see healthy disagreements. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
and because there would be a healthy resolution,
Correct. And
and
see
it's
healthy
so,
resolution
and
at
it's
the
so
same time.
funny, now that you mention it, Patrick had his parents as seeing a husband and a wife living together
Hmm.
through a hard time, and they worked through it. Well, me on the other hand, I had no frame of reference.
Hmm.
I just had was strong women that figured it out, and they struggled and survived their way through.
Right.
So yeah, that's just interesting. Like and if we did know of a married couple back at that time, because I'm going back in the Rolodex of my mind, they all were like either going through, or you knew that they didn't like each other, and they just
Talking about the
like,
husband and wife.
yeah,
Hmm.
like the married couples that were in our community, they was just sticking it and working their way through. Like it wasn't any, like I didn't feel
They
comfortable
were
with
they were
going to
more
anybody
they were more
to ask for
roommates
help.
than married couples.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was more of, thank you. It was more roommates than actual strong marriage relationship.
Gotcha.
Like we could say, oh yeah, I want that.
Hmm.
Like no. The only, and it's so funny. We shared this on the Unlearned podcast, but my only frame of reference was the Cosbys.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was TV families. It was family ties, and that's when the music would play when the solution came.
Hmm.
It was
In
do do
30
do
minutes,
do do do
everything
do.
worked out in 30
Yeah,
minutes.
it
Yeah.
was Family Matters,
Yeah.
and so yeah, that was my strong family
It's funny
influence.
you mentioned the Cosbys because because people would talk about the Cosbys and
The
what
Huxtables.
the
Mhm.
Huxtables,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
what the Huxtables was what was trying to be shown was I think what they were trying to show was a couple who was doing well from the from our
From the black
culture.
community. Yeah.
I don't like saying black because we all
Okay.
Americans with African descent, but
But now just think back, that particular program, and not taking away from all of our viewers that may not share in this actual context, but this is what we had,
hmm
because
but people
we
would talk
had,
about it though, like it's not real.
yeah.
So they would get ridiculed for trying to show positive couples, but obviously there are couples out there
Or
that are
professional,
truly
family. Yeah.
good couples. They love each other. Like every couple you see, every marriage you see isn't filled with
James in Florida.
no, baby. Every couple you see isn't filled with just drama.
Hmm.
You know, there are couples out there that are making it, that they are doing right. And so the question would not be what's the real, because for that couple, that is real. This is
Yeah.
my reality. My
Yeah.
reality is that my wife and I get along.
Hmm.
My reality is my wife and I do well at, that the reality is that they do well financially. The reality is that they're doing the best to raise their children. That's a reality.
Yeah.
So instead of questioning the Huxtables, ask, how do I become
Yeah.
like the Huxtables, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's interesting. Again, that's what I had as
Yeah.
far as a family reference. Um, and so that's what.
So did it seem f- far out of reach?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But seeing the Huxtables
Gave me hope.
made you believe that yeah, okay.
It gave me hope, and I looked forward to growing up and getting married.
So when
And,
you get married
and it's not looking
and you
like
don't see the, it's more like the Simpsons.
no. Good times.
Well, they got along. That's not
Florida and James
yeah.
stayed frustrated.
But
Florida, and look, the only meal
no,
was oatmeal
no, that's I don't. No.
and
That was good black love.
you
That
okay.
was good black
Well,
love. You know
again,
what I'm
so there
saying?
go. You look, y'all see. Hey, to me, I saw struggle, and it was just like hard time.
But
Now the theme song is fire. Like I was singing that
no,
theme
but
song.
that was good black love. You believe your marriage is in need of coaching? Shamika and I are certified marriage and life coaches. Just log into our website, www.hiswifeherhusband.net, to book your discovery call.
Wives, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, put his wife in the notes section.
Husbands, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, put her husband in the notes section.
Husbands and wives, if you are looking for marriage coaching as a couple, put his wife, her husband in the notes section.
Remember, our purpose is to help you build
And sustain your marriage.
from a biblical perspective.
So go on over to www.hiswifeherhusband.net to schedule your discovery call today.